good morning, y'all. I'm really excited to talk a little more about what I do. So today I'm going to go through a little bit about me, then product overview, some myths I get about ADP, and then good referrals for myself. All right, so this is all about me, my personal life. So you can tell I really love anything that's adventurous, outdoors, traveling. I also rock climb a lot in my free time. It's actually where I met my boyfriend, Weston. It's a photo of us down there. Went to UC beat West Virginia earlier last month, which was really fun to go to. Yeah, that's my little brother Jackson. He's a freshman at Colorado School of Mines. And my parents, where I grew up in Austin, Texas. So on the side. And then at work, so I hold the account executive position at ADP. I've been here for around 2.5 years now, and I work specifically with small businesses. So we classify that as anyone from 1 to 50 employees. All right, so I know I stand up here every week and talk about how I'm ADP, I do payroll, but I want to be everyone's all-in-one internal business solution. I do so much more than just payroll, and I think this image does a really good job of kind of showing there's a lot of different pieces that go when you have an employee. You're not just focused on, okay, I need to get money from myself to them. There's a lot of other things, like how did you get that employee? What did you do after you were interviewing them, before you onboarded them? What benefits are you offering them? Are you going to Jacob and Robert to try to do 401k and health insurance? How are you going to add those deductions into making sure they're getting out their paycheck correctly? How are you going to market your business? How are you going to be on Google? Things like that. Those are all things we have all in our package to really make it one seamless, one-stop shop experience, since all those things talk together. And then this is more specifically on ADP. So I focus, these are different technology platforms. These are just the main 3 that I mostly work with. We have a lot more than this, but Run is specifically what I use. This is only made for small businesses, so 1 to 49 employees. Once you get out of that, we have a whole separate piece of technology that we use. That's called Workforce Now, and then we have a specialty one called a PEO, which probably most of y'all are not familiar with, and I'm not going to get on the weeds on it. But kind of goes to show ADP takes very seriously if we're not just trying to put every single business on one type of platform, and within each platform there's many different packages. So we do very customized solutions based on different industries, different employee sizes, and so forth. All right, so now I'm going to go into some myths about ADP. So first off, ADP is only for big companies. I think this is like the biggest one that I get from people when I'm talking to them on the phone. I never really have to explain my job to people. People know what ADP is. They've heard of us before. But I work, like I said, specifically in the small business services unit. And that Run platform I just talked about is only for 1 to 49 employees. And even more so, my average client size based on my actual statistics in my sales beacon is 5 employees. So I'm working with very, very small businesses, and I've actually helped many, many companies that are just having 1 employee or just paying themselves. So no company is too small for me. As long as you are paying somebody, you are the perfect size, and I have a specific platform that I can put you on within Run. Next one, ADP is too expensive. This is another one that I get. So a couple things on this. There are many other payroll companies that are more expensive than ADP, so we're definitely not the most expensive one out there. I will say we are a premium product offering premium services, so our pricing is going to reflect that. You get what you pay for. Now I'll say on some things that are cheaper than ADP, it's not always what it seems. You may think you're saving money in the long run, but a lot more of these DIY processes are opening up to liability. Liability opens up you to fines. I've known a lot of people who forget to file their quarterly 941 themselves, or they do a payroll tax wrong, and now they have all these fines that they're paying. So adding up all these fines, the extra hours of time, the time you're having to reverse all these different penalties is really adding up. Also on top of the fact that you're probably outsourcing other types of services, whether it's hiring or background checks or whatever else that you could get bundled together, honestly can end up being way more expensive than if you just went with ADP. I am pretty flexible on pricing too with people, so I typically make it always work within people's budgets. And then the third one is if I use ADP for my payroll, it won't be in-house anymore. I want to have in-house payroll. I think they're going to lose control of their payroll and not be the forefront of it. So this is completely false. So with Run, I'm simply providing a technology platform to small business owners. I'm giving them the tools, but it's up to them to use said tools. So anyone who says their payroll's in-house, they are using some sort of technology platform to assist them in doing this. No one's sitting down with a pencil, paper, and calculator and manually calculating everything out and then mailing in their check to the IRS. That's just not happening. So whatever technology they're using, it's going to be somewhat of an equivalent to like what they're looking for. We're just going to be able to do something a little better for them. The only thing that we truly take over for them is the taxes, which is the part they want us to take over for them. The part we're taking complete liability off of their plates and onto ours. But they still have to go in and hit run payroll. They still have to do everything. As I said, we're just giving them the pieces of tools to make them successful. Yeah, and then so ADP difference on why clients move over. So these 4 points are things that I find that are very unique to ADP that other companies and other competitors really aren't providing. So the first one is personal and local account management. So most payroll companies don't have people on the ground locally like me. So you're either calling in to emailing people, call centers, they're not open 24/7. So my clients all have my cell phone number, they have my email, they can reach out to me if they want. And if I'm not available right then and there, we have a 24/7 client services line. It's actually located in Texas that I will direct them to or help call in with them. Additionally, to other people who do have similar levels of service to us, they actually charge for their service. So if you want to email them or call them with any questions regarding your account, as an additional fee you have to pay for. That's not included being a customer of them. Something that we offer completely free to anyone who's a client. Additionally, we take on full tax liability, something I haven't seen anywhere else. So we do all the payroll taxes. There's 5 different ones every single time you process payroll. There's 2 quarterly reports that are filed 4 times a year, and then 1 annual report. So we take this off of the plate of the owner completely. And so if we stand behind our filing, so if something goes wrong or anything, we pay all penalties and fines. We're actually going to leave someone high and dry, which other payroll companies will say, hey, this is your business, this is your problem to go and figure out yourself. Another one is we have such a wide variety of suites, products, platforms, and services. So we have the most diverse range of products and services of any payroll company. We actually have the largest PEO I might have mentioned earlier, along with, we are one of the few that does PEO and payroll. But then on top of that, we offer any sort of product you can really imagine. All of our products are also our own. We're not just using other businesses, technology, and platforms and just saying that we can give it to people because we partner with those companies. We've actually spent a lot of time developing it. And it goes into my next point. We are the longest standing payroll company at 76 years. ADP is a name that you can know and trust. We've had a really long time to really pour a lot of energy and time into developing their technology. It's something I really love about them is even my 2.5 years here, I've seen so many updates, so many changes just to the Run platform alone. And I know all the other BUs have been able to say the same. Next slide. So these are some great referrals for myself based on just types of businesses. So the first is S Corps and LLCs. S corporations specifically, that stands for sole corporation, because they have to have payroll. They have to have something in place, even if it's just the owners that are paying themselves. They need a payroll platform. So I have a really small package, and I set a lot of S Corps on. Doug can attest to this. He sends me a lot of them, but they're really, really easy. So really great referral, really easy referral for myself. Another one is a multi-location business owner. I know this is my ask today. We have a really great client appreciation program. So if they have multiple locations they're signing up, even if it's a flower shop and a car shop or in a restaurant, it doesn't need to be the same thing at all. They'll actually get a $500 gift of the choice for the first 2, and their third one, they get free payroll for an entire year. And on top of that, I throw on a bundling discount, so each business they add on, I discount their overall payroll package with us, and that's for life with them. So it's really, really great deal. I had a QuickBooks person that's going to be able to get $2,000 in rewards based on our holiday extra bump, and then also free payroll for a year, and then all of our bundles are also getting 6 months free on there as well. So she's getting a really, really great deal. So it adds up really, really quickly. And also new business owners, of course, they're going to need help with getting a labor law poster in place. I help a lot of new business owners set up their SUI tax profile, which is one of their payroll taxes. They don't tell you they set this up when you start a business, so a lot of them don't know about it. And then also too, hiring employees and just knowing how to pay their people, knowing what the heck is going on amidst the craziness of starting their own business. So all 3 of these would be really, really great referrals. And then these are some specific industries I typically find have a lot of need for different products within our Run platform besides just payroll. So the medical, manufacturing, HVAC, construction, and restaurants. They typically just have a little bit more going on that we can help with, whether it's with HR or timekeeping, reporting, or like workers' compensation, things like that. But yeah, and then that's all I have for y'all. So this QR code actually goes to my ADP Connect page. There's personal testimonials, more information on ADP, and actually there's a link to book meetings with me. So if you ever know anyone, it's a really good resource to send to somebody, just so they can learn a little bit more. They can actually see what I look like, have my phone number, email, book a meeting with me straight from there. But would love to have a one-to-one with anyone with more questions. Thanks, y'all.